no tequila bath. It's plain old Gatorade. But maybe there might be one later. But anyhow, I'm proud to be here with all these great players in representing OU again in this team. Really proud of the way these guys competed and played here today, and really the work they put in for the last month getting ready for this. They really were invested and came together, as a team through some adversity, and realized, they're representing the Sooners and played like Sooners. That's what we do. Really special night. I'm watching these guys offensively, what they did. I mean, Caleb had an incredible day. I mean, you go 21 of 27, 242, 3 TDs, and 0 sacks. That's a day. And then you got Kennedy Brooks and Eric Gray, both averaged 10 yards a carry. 142 yards for Kennedy and 3 TDs. Just awesome. Pat was sensational defensively. Drake made a great touchdown catch with a great route, and Caleb put a great ball on him. The two of them connected, and so anyhow, defensively, I thought we did a great job in the first half to give a commanding lead, and gave up some deep balls, and we got caught with a couple of tough defenses where they ran it a little bit in one series, but overall, just a great day, a great night, great way for these guys to finish 11-2. And proud of them. And this game, I really believe, segues right into next year, that we aren't going to miss a beat. This program's going to continue to move forward in a positive way, and will not be going anywhere. We're going to be a year in and year out a top 5, top 10 team, and we'll be competing for national championships for years to come with Coach Venables. And I was really proud to have him up there with me at the end of the celebration tonight.
All right, again, raise hands, and we'll go. Want to talk black in the middle? Have the first hand up over there. You ready? In the front.
Bob, I'm curious, and I want to have a question for Caleb too. But Bob, if you could talk about, what you were thinking in the second half, as Oregon was making their run. And Caleb, you got the passing game going after the first couple of series, and I'm curious what the difference was. As you got things going, what you saw.
I'll let Caleb, what was the difference, cowboy over there?
Mainly the difference is that we believed in, KB and other guys like KB and EG, especially our offensive linemen, wanted to make sure that we got good positive yards, especially that was one of our goals. I mean, like a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, when we first figured out what Oregon and how they lose is when you get over, like you said, Coach, he said we had, 2 guys over 10 yards, average 10 yards, average 10 yards a carry. I mean, that's phenomenal. And then let alone, you have a guy go for, 140 and 3 touchdowns. It makes my job easier to get the passing game going. And, obviously credit to the offensive line for both the passing game and then obviously my guys, 140 and 3 touchdowns. So.
And the cowboy hat was a gift to me from the Alamo Bowl when we decided to use it as our big play kind of rally chain, turnover chain or big play chain. And so we had a big play cowboy hat.
We need to get raised with the mic, please. Go front right here, please. Isaac.
Bob, you got a Gatorade bath for the first time in 5 years. You handed off the visor to Brent.
My latest game ball.
Got your latest game ball. Can you sum up what this night felt like, especially there at the end when you knew it was in the bag and you began celebrating?
Yeah, it was great. I love the beginning. You get addicted to the anxiety and the excitement of playing and not knowing what's going to happen, coming out on the field and getting ready for it. And I missed it. I missed that energy. And then once you're in it, you're fighting your way through it, and that was fun. And yeah, it is fun when it's over. You could take your headset off and enjoy the moment. So it was fun. It was exciting, and again, I'm appreciative to the team and to everybody for the opportunity.
Blue.
Caleb, can you just talk a little bit about what the past month has been like for you? I know a lot of players have gone through the same thing, but what was the last month like? Was there considerations of the transfer portal? And then Brent mentioned today the future of Oklahoma as you a quarterback. Do we anticipate you coming back next season?
First and foremost, I have been. I mean, like you said, it's been up and down roller coaster. And like you said, all my guys have been through it. We were all shocked. We were all hit by it at the same time, same moment. So that's how it's been, up and down. We lost a lot of coaches, and we have a legend that comes back. We have GAs that step up. We have Coach Gundy. We have a bunch of guys like that step up in a bunch of different places and helps lead us to this awesome Alamo Dome and week that we've been here, or 5 days or so, and it's been awesome. Like everybody always says, San Antonio is very hospitable, and it's been just like that. Everybody's welcomed us, and it's been very fun. And the whole transportal thing, and Coach BV going up there and saying all of that. I was focused on finishing the semester off strong, being with my guys, making sure that all my guys that won't be here next year, I have the chance to be here. All my guys that won't be here next year, they go off on the right note. We go off 11-2, and I'm about to go on vacation with my family. I haven't been on vacation in a really long time, and after all of this ups and downs, I want to go on vacation, spend time with my family, and focus on that, and that's it.
Second row, please. White shirt.
While you're thinking of what you're going to ask, I want big compliments to Cale Gundy calling the plays. He was sensational with the other coaches chiming in, and the same thing with Brian Odom. I know we got worked a little in the second half, but he did an outstanding job, especially the first half, to hold them to 3 points and get that lead.
Thank you, Coach Stoops. Second row.
Yeah, first for Drake and also to Bob. What was that moment like, catching that touchdown pass and then Drake going over and celebrating with your dad, and Bob, that moment for you?
Go ahead, Drake.
It was great. Obviously, I like catching touchdown passes, so that was nice. But it was awesome. It's definitely a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and getting to play one game out of my dad, just one game out of my whole career, is definitely something I'll remember forever, and I'm sure he'll cherish it as well.
Yeah, it was cool. Things you hear on the headset, we saw with the defense they were in, and they were going to come after Caleb, and Coach Gundy said on the headphones, he said, Drake got to run a great route and win. And as soon as they snapped the ball, Caleb looked that way, threw a great ball. Drake ran a great route, and it was a touchdown. So I was tipped off to check Drake out on the snap, see if he runs a great route.
We almost took that play out, by the way. Almost. Kept it in, worked it a few more times, and got a touchdown off of it, so not too bad.
Thank you, Caleb. Jenny.
I'm wondering if Kennedy and Caleb can both talk about, you guys had 8 offensive possessions in a row where you scored points tonight. I mean, that's unbelievable efficiency. What do you chalk that up to? And that's some big time football right there. Kennedy, I don't know if you want to start it off.
We can both say at the same time. The offensive line.
Big facts, because, man, they dominated, man, this whole entire game, man. They freaking, everything, all the credit from me and him, man, this offensive line dominated. I mean, it's that simple. We couldn't do without them. I mean, they put in the work this week, and we knew for a fact we had to come in and win this game. We had to be the most physical team, and that's what they did. So, it's all the credit to the offensive line, honestly.
Thank you, Kennedy. Caleb, do you have a comment on?
Like you said, to hear it again, the offensive line, they get all the credit for that. He had 143 touchdowns. I had 3 touchdowns, I think. And shoot, like I said, all goes to the offensive line. I had 0 sacks, didn't touch the ground. So it goes to that.
Must be nice.
Must be nice, huh? It's lovely. But yeah, no, like I said, it all goes to them. I love those guys, each and every one of them. Even the O-line that subs in. You treat everybody the same. You love each other, love each and one of them the same. You all treat them the same, and they go out and do things like that for you. Keep you off the ground.
Clean up front, middle right there, please.
Kennedy, now you have a decision to make. Have you thought a lot about it? And does a game like this, does that sway you one way or the other?
Man, honestly, I haven't really thought about it. I'm just enjoying this moment. It's probably one of the biggest moments I ever have in football, honestly. And right now I'm just joining more with this team, and we'll see what happens after that.
Right next to you, please.
Yep, Pat, you're the defensive player of the game. We haven't even gotten to you over there. What was it? What was it like? The first half, it seemed like there were some adjustments made, and the run game right at you guys, you were able to stabilize it. Got away from you in the second half, but overall, what'd you think?
I mean, like you said, the first half I think we were dominant, but I think it was just as simple as we did our job. Guys fit runs the right way, and because of that we did our job. And I think the second half, we got like a little content with the first half, and guys just weren't doing their job. We may have been out of gaps some plays, didn't get the communications, but I think, the first half we didn't do anything special. We just simply did our job. And I think the second half we weren't as consistent in doing that.
Jason, do you have a question?
Yeah, for Caleb. Caleb, it's nice to talk to you.
Nice to talk to you too for the first time.
You mentioned the month and sort of trying to focus on the game. Was it difficult to compartmentalize that with also everything about your future and those things? And also, what are your early impressions of Coach Venables and Coach Levy?
To start it off, in the beginning, they gave us a few days off because they also needed, it was a shocker to everybody at Oklahoma. So we got a few days off, and they gave me enough time to settle in and focus on and try and come in and work out and go through all the things we needed, 7-on, team practices and things like that, to make sure I'm here in the moment. I'm here with my guys, focus on making sure that I'm leading them in the right ways, and we're not going down the wrong path to where we come out of here with the loss. Because, like I said, I want to send these guys off on the right note. And then early impressions on Coach BV and Coach Levy. We talk all the time. Me and Coach Levy. He's called me I think we've talked every day since I've been here, since he hasn't been able to be here. And then also Coach BV, as everybody knows, you can see it on the sideline. You can see it when he's coaching. You can see it in practice. You can see it. And things like that, even when he's not coaching right now, that he has a whole lot of energy, a whole lot of passion for what he's doing. And like I said, I think Oklahoma chose the right guy to come in here and be the head guy. And we'll see how Oklahoma does and how I decide.
Front and white, please.
Hey, Kennedy, you've already talked about the offensive line, but just what did you see out of Eric Gray and Marcus Major tonight, as well as all three of you had a nice time on the ground?
Oh man, they dominated, man. It's cool seeing, especially Marcus out there. My little dude going out there and balling like that, man. It's amazing, and Eric did a great job too. Just like the stats, man. 10 yards per carry, man. That's amazing. It's not easy to do. So him going out and doing that, man, it's amazing.
Front on the end, and then black.
Caleb, this being the first time that we've gotten to talk to you since the season started, tell us about the whole season. I mean, you're kind of catch us up. You started out your second team, you won that job, but then eventually you become the starting quarterback. Ups and downs, highs and lows. The season finished with 2 out of 3 losses. I mean, take us through it.
There has been a lot of ups and downs. I came here a year ago now, and man, it's been an awesome journey being around guys like Pat, guys like Drake, and obviously KB. Having him in the backfield with me has been a pleasure. Helping me out with, when I first got here, he kind of bullied me, about not learning the playbook or not learning it fast enough. Yes, I was on my stuff trying to learn the playbook and get everything down with all the communication and being the leader for this team. And like you said, I was second team the whole time, and just talking to my family every day that I could, my mentors and things like that. Like you said, it was really tough because I've never been a guy like everybody knows, I came in here and I wanted to win. I wanted to win the job. I wanted to go and try and win games for us and help win games for us. And it was tough sitting there watching sometimes. And I tried to do my best, and I hope that I did well. I think I did well. And when I finally started, you can go ask Justin Broyles in the summer. I told him if and when I get the chance, I will not give it back. And I always looked at that Tom Brady thing with Drew Bledsoe. And I just kept referring back to that. in my mind, going back and watching and things like that, just not giving the spot back. And Spence, all love to him, all love this dog, and I hope they do absolutely amazing at SC, South Carolina.
Final two questions, Black in the middle.
Yeah, Kennedy, just curious, you coming back to your home state, having this sort of performance in what might be your final college game, what did it mean to you? What did it feel like for you while you were out there?
Man, it was amazing, and being this close to home, having all my family come out here and see me, man, that's what matters to me the most, man. Just them getting the chance to see me play, man, that's what means the most to me. And being out here with my guys, man, it's been fun, and I just can't wait to see what happens next, honestly. So, man, all props to them, all props to the offensive line, and thanks for Coach Stoops for coming back for one more. Man, this is a dream, man. He recruited me, and it's been a dream, and honestly, one of the best teams in my life. So I'm so thankful for him, and thank you so much.
Appreciate it, buddy. I'm back to the golf course tomorrow.
Final question, middle, Black, right there.
Yeah, I got a question for Pat and Caleb. First, Pat, you've had a long career here at Oklahoma. You won the Defensive Player of the Game, the MVP for this bowl game. You've won other awards, humanitarian, all that stuff off the field as well. Can you kind of talk about your reaction whenever they announce you Defensive MVP? And then for Caleb, one of your good friends, Jalil Farouk, had one of his best games, or maybe his best game overall. As a Sooner so far, can you talk about your relationship on and off the field with him, and maybe that connection on the field as well?
Yeah, I think it was just kind of a crazy moment. I kind of just went to, really, I came into my career here, and I just took the mentality of I'm gonna just put my head down, I'm gonna work, I'm gonna do the right thing. I wasn't necessarily like the guy that everybody wanted. I wasn't necessarily like the guy that everybody betted on. Not the fastest, not the strongest, not the quickest. But I think anybody who's ever met me will say, I've just been like a man of integrity. I've always just put my head down and worked. I always kind of just did the right thing. And I think, I don't know, it just so happened this my fourth year. A lot of things fell into my lap in terms of awards and recognition and accolades and things like that. But I think it's just, I've always just been the same person. I just always try to be like a man of integrity, a man of honesty. Which is, why I love Coach Stoops so much in this program here. Joe C., President Harris, all the administration, just the things that they emphasize in terms of being a man, like the development of the character of us. That's just something that made me fall in love with the university as a high school recruit, and then I seen that much more. When I was here, Joe C. took time out of his day to have lunch with me. President Harris, same thing, invited me. They introduced me to their family, really brought me in. So I think it's just, I was like a young kid. I always had the mentality of I want to do right. And then I was just fortunate and blessed to be under, such a great administration and staff that they, helped mold me and guide me and mentor me and put me in the right direction. But, it was a surreal moment. I think my 4 years, it's been one heck of a journey. I didn't see myself doing any of this. Honest to God, I never even saw myself playing Division I. I just, I always just put my head down and I worked. I always just, did with things with integrity and honesty. And it just so happened that, God chose to bless me with these accolades and this recognition. But, it's been an amazing journey. I can't say thank you enough to everybody here at OU, genuinely from the bottom of my heart. And I think I try to make that shown every single day in our interactions and our conversations. So I know that was a little ramble, but I want to make sure everybody here at OU, they understood how much I care about them, as well as I want the media to see how incredible this university is. And I think me giving my testimony of the relationships I had with them, that's why we are the university that we are. That's why we will have the success that we're going to have in the future. That's why we will continue to win national championships and Big 12 championships.